guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to get right into it and get back in the groove of things with this DIY home theater room makeover transformation. So we are going to start today's episode off at one of our favorite places, Home Depot. I swear guys, we need stock in this company, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to our experience here. Basically, we're just going to be picking the colors for the room, and then I'll pack back on and catch you up to date. All right, you guys, we made it to Home Depot. And we are here, we are here to get some contrasting dark colored paint for the theater room ceiling. So let me show you the gray that we put on the walls. It is called, Okay. It's called Classic Silver. Nope. It is. I'm gonna get a couple of these actually. So this is the color we have on our walls. So we need to find like a contrasting color. I kind of like the but I don't want it to be too dark because we are gonna do a black color as well. So I kind of like the like imperial gray maybe. So that's like really dark. The graphic charcoal isn't bad either. I'll see which one Ronnie likes because it's ultimately his decision. These kind of remind me have a little bit of blues to them, I think. Yeah. So I'll let him choose, but we're gonna look at this, and then the black will be on the baseboards, the trim molding, stuff like that. Babe, which dark grays do you like? So this is the color scheme. So this is what we have on the walls. These are two options. These aren't the ones that I showed you on the color wheel. I just grabbed these.
I like this one.
Which one is that called? Welded iron. Okay. Okay. That's fine. All right, so we go with those colors.
It's about the same, all right? No, it's like this one better.
That one has more of a warmer, like brown, almost a brown undertone. Let's see. Hey guys, so I just wanted to pause the frame here and go over the color palette, the color story, just the color scheme for our DIY home theater. Now we use Behr paints all over our house. The classic silver color is the color that we have on all three levels, so we wanted to incorporate that in the space as well because we do plan to use that in the basement. And then we wanted a contrasting darker gray color, so Ronnie chose the welded iron color by Behr, and it's a beautiful dark gray. And then for the black color for like the trim and the baseboards and stuff like that, we just went with Behr's black paint, and the color is called black. So we are really happy with the color palette. It's looking really sophisticated, and we just love it so far. So I'm hoping that you guys love it too. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this color palette for the space. Is it? These are the different sheens.
It's not extra.
That we're getting. So we're going to do flat for the ceiling. We do eggshell for our walls, and then we do semi-gloss for the baseboards and crown molding and the wall trim as well. Okay guys, so we have all of our paint colors here for the entire theater room. We have all the paint we need there. And then Ronnie found these garage lights because our garage is really, really dim. So you just screw them in like a light bulb, and you never have to change the bulbs. It's supposed to be really bright, and it's a LED. So he got two of them because we have two lights in our garage. So it should be like super, super bright. And I think he said they were 30, he said 35? Oh, 29 and some change at Home Depot. and we are waiting for the paint employee to come back so that we can place our paint order. Okay guys, so we are back home. We have all of our paint. Of course, you can see it in the frame there, and I am just getting the rollers and the all of the paint materials that we need all together so that we can start painting the other 2 walls in the space. If you have been following along with the previous episodes, you know that Ronnie had previously painted 2 walls in the room, the classic silver, which is that color there. Isn't it beautiful? It's the perfect gray, you guys. I love it. Classic silver by Behr. He had already previously painted 2 walls because he wanted to hang his TV, to get it off the floor, to get it out of the box, to make sure that it worked, you know, all of that good stuff. So 2 walls were already recently painted, and we still had to paint the ceiling and paint the other 2 walls as well as the doors and all that. So we'll tackle that in this episode. I'm going to be quiet and let you guys watch it because it's oddly satisfying.
Universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me. Take me to your heart.
You guys, I just want to pop on and say neither one of us are professional painters, but Ronnie paints so much faster and so much better than me. It is like insane how fast he can paint compared to me. I don't know if his arms don't get tired as quickly as mine or what, but I mean, he gets the job done in like half the amount of time.
Hey, you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby, we got chemistry. You gave me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the...
Okay guys, and while Ronnie was finishing up that last wall, I moved on to the task of taping off the tops of the walls all around the room so that we can get ready to paint the ceiling, because we are using a different color and a different sheen on the ceiling. We're going with the welded iron color, which is the darker gray, but we use the flat finish for the ceiling for anyone who is interested. And here is a quick look at how the 4 walls turned out. Again, we didn't have to be careful with the ceiling because we knew we were painting that a different color, but they look absolutely amazing. I mean, again, we're not professionals, but they look pretty darn good to me. They are still drying, so you may see that in the video in certain areas, but they look really, really good. Like, I love this color gray. If you're looking for the perfect gray all throughout your home, I recommend Classic Silver by Behr.
When we rewind, feels so nice.
And you guys, here is the color for the ceiling. Again, it is called Welded Iron by Behr, and is the perfect dark contrasting shade of gray to the classic silver gray. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this and get ready, and then you are going to see us tackle the ceiling.
Oh, you miss my touching, good do. Show me something, give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see
You guys, I just want to hop on and say, if you have never painted a ceiling and had to reach above your head to do so, oh my goodness, it is a workout, you guys. Like, I instantly did not feel guilty about not working out or going to a gym or anything like that, because this had my arms burning the next day. Said something about my head garment. You guys, all I had down here was a Home Depot bag. I did not feel like going up 2 flights of stairs to get a bonnet or anything, and I did not want the paint specks to get into my hair, because that would be another thing on my list of things to do. So please ignore the Home Depot bag on my head. But as you can see, we are tackling this ceiling, tag teaming it, and getting it done. We absolutely love this color. Like I said, it is just so beautiful up against the classic silver, and we could not have picked a better color. We love it, and we also like the fact that we chose to do the flat sheen on the ceiling.
Don't deny that I could use some company. All my friends say, honey, just let him be. Now your perfume stuck on my shirt, and there's an imprint left in my bed. I don't know about you, but put you first. I bought some new flowers, they're all dead. First you are in, then you are out, like snow in the spring. I just want your time.
And guys, right here, I just want to point out, I know you guys can see that we did have a repair to make on the ceiling, and so we just used the tape and the joint compound, and we let that dry, and then Ronnie went ahead and sanded it, but he didn't want to paint on it right now, so that's what you see. And here is how it turned out. You guys, we did go back and cut in around all of the smoke detectors and sprinkler heads and all of that stuff. You'll see that in a later clip, but this is how it's going so far. And then we also went in and we cut really close to the top of the wall as well. But so far, we love the color.
When you put doubts and doubts and doubts in my mind, still you make me feel like we could be something more, something more. First you are in, then you are out, like snow in the spring. I just want your time. I just want your time, oh, time. I need your time. 365, 24/7, I'll be fine, as long as you spend a little time. Oh, spend a little time. I need your time. Spend a little time, spend a little time.
And guys, just a really great painter's tip: use a razor edge to score the top of the painter's tape before you pull it away from the walls, and that really helps get you a clean line. Okay guys, it is time to tackle the doors and the trim now that we have all of the walls and the ceiling painted. So we are going in with that same color welded iron by Behr, except this time we are using a different finish. We're not using the flat finish that we used on the ceiling. We are actually using a semi-gloss finish, okay? And I'm just taking the brush and going into all the grooves on the detail on the door, and then I'll take a small roller and roll the rest of the door.
Found myself inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why? Triggered inside this situation, wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel it. What is left? I've been thinking about us and the things you say, how you don't feel enough to come show
guys, I just want to come on and introduce myself again. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us today. My name is Buttons. I do all things home design, home decor, mommy videos, lifestyle videos, shopping hauls, just vlogs, all of that. So if you are into that type of content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and become a part of the MHMH family. And for all of my returning subscribers, you guys know Buttons loves you. Okay guys, so the first coat is done on the doors. Now for the other two doors, we did take them off the hinges. You'll see that in the next clip. And it was easier for him to just paint them laying on the riser on the floor. But the third door we left on the hinges because we didn't have enough room to put it comfortably in the space. So this shows you that both coats have been painted on these doors, and then I am going to paint the second coat on the door that we didn't take off.
Lay here inside of your arms. Maybe we could jump back to the start. And you never would talk to me then if we never met, babe. If we never met.
And you guys, here I am just taping off the part of the door that we do not want to paint gray. We are going to leave the back side of the doors white because they face into the rest of our basement. And I mean, down the line we may paint them the dark gray, but for right now we're just going to focus on the theater room. So we only wanted the inside of the doors painted gray. So now I'm taping off the door so that the paint doesn't get on the side that we don't want it to get on. You guys, this was a tedious process right here, but it really does make a difference in your project unless you have a really steady hand. But taping really does help. It's just time consuming. We do use frog tape sometimes, but as you can see here, I just used the regular painter's tape because we had a ton of it on hand. When I do go in and do my touch-ups, you will see that I use the green frog tape as well. And so I'm just going to paint the door jamb here. I'm going to use a brush and use a roller when I need it and get to work.
I'm your song and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, cause baby we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me, written in the stars. You, me, forever, yeah. You, me.
And now I did use some frog tape here to just touch up some areas. Like I said before, we are not professional painters, so once we removed the painter's tape, the blue painter's tape, there were a few areas that we wanted to touch up with either the dark gray paint or the classic silver lighter gray paint. And so I just put down some frog tape, touched it up with the paintbrush, and then I removed the tape while the paint was still wet.
There's no one else, cause baby we got chemistry.
And you guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in again. Go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at myhouse_myhome_ because they get all the information, all the juicy details first. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next video where we tackle the next project in this DIY theater room. Bye.
Maybe this is where our story